Hi everyone, welcome back to Member Math. Today we're going to break down equations and inequalities step by step. We'll cover one step, two step, multi-step, and even modeling equations and inequalities. Let's get started. First up, one-step equations. A one-step equation means you only need one move to solve. Our equation is x plus 5 equals 12. Just subtract 5 from both sides. Remember, do the opposite operation, also known as the inverse, to get the variable by itself. Minus 5 cancels it out. Minus 5, bring down the equal sign. 12 minus 5 equals 7. We bring down the variable and we get x equals 7 with just one step. Now, let's move on to two-step equations. Here, you'll need two moves to solve. Our example is 2x plus 3 equals 11. We'll do the inverse to subtract 3 from each side. Minus 3 cancels it out. We subtract 3 from 11, which gets you to 8. We'll bring down the 2x. You might be wondering why we start with 3 and don't divide both sides by 2 first. Well, that's because if we don't add the 3 first, then we'll get a different answer. Say we divide by 2 and then subtract 3. That'd be different than if we subtract 3 then divide by 2. So make sure you always start with the addition or subtraction and then move on to multiplication and division. So let's divide both sides by 2 to get the variable by itself. Divide by 2. Bring down the equal sign and the variable. Divide 8 by 2 to get x equals 4. Time for multi-step equations. These can have more than two steps. Our example is 3 times x minus 2 plus 4 equals 19. Our first step is to distribute the 3. If you guys haven't checked out my video on the distributive property, make sure to check it out and I'll link it. So we'll distribute 3 to get 3x. And then we're going to bring down the rest of the equation. Plus 4 equals 19. Then we're going to combine the like terms. If you guys haven't seen my video on combining like terms, then make sure to check that out as well. I'll link it. We're going to combine the two constants, negative 6 and 4. Negative 6 plus 4 equals negative 2. So we'll bring that and bring everything else down. Then we're going to add 2 to both sides because that's the inverse of subtraction. Cancel that out. 19 plus 2 equals 21 and bring down 3x. Then we're going to divide both sides by 3 to get the variable by itself. So divide by 3 cancels it out. Bring down the equals in the variable. 21 divided by 3 equals 7. X equals 7. Let's try modeling equations. Modeling equations means creating an equation from a word problem or turning words into math. Say you have $5 and earn $3 each day. After how many days will you have $20? First, let's set up the equation. We have $5 and we earn $3 each day. We'll use D as our variable to represent the days. And that amount will equal 20. So we need to figure out what variable D equals to find out the days. Our first step is to subtract 5 from both sides. We know that 5 is a positive number because it doesn't have a negative sign. So subtract 5, cancels out, bring down the equal sign, and we get 15 and 3D. Then we're going to divide both sides by 3, cancels out, left with our variable, and it takes 5 days to get $20. Let's check our work with this other method. This method is not exactly modeling equations, but you can use it as a check to make sure you're right. So we started off with $5 and we get $3 each day. So add a 3, that's 1 day. That gets you to 8. Add another 3, that's 2 days, which gets you to 12. Add another 3 equals 15, 3 days. Add another 3 gets you to 18, 4 days. And another 3, which gets you to 21, which is $20, which gets you to 5 days. And we were correct. Now for inequalities. Just like equation, but with symbols like this. Less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. Our example is x plus 4 is greater than 10. First, we're going to subtract 4 from both sides. Bring down the inequality sign. 10 minus 4 equals 6. And bring down our variable. X is greater than 6. It's a good idea to check if your inequality makes sense. Let's plug it in. A number greater than 6 plus 4 is greater than 10. So it could be 7, 8, 9, or higher, plus 4 equals 10. That would be correct. But if it was 6 plus 4 is greater than 10, that would be wrong because it would have to be the greater than or equal to side. But since it's greater than 6, it's correct. Next is two-step inequalities, just like two-step equations. Our example is 2x minus 3 is less than or equal to 7. First, add 3 to both sides. Cancels. Bring down the inequality. 7 plus 3 equals 10. Bring down 2x. Next, we divide both sides by 2. Bring down the inequality and the variable. Divide 10 by 2 and get x is less than or equal to 5. Finally, multi-step inequalities. More steps but same rules. First, our example is 3 times x plus 2 minus 5 is greater than 10. First, we're going to distribute. 3 times x times 2, 3x plus 6. Bring down the rest of the equation. Next step is to combine the like terms. So 6 and negative 5. 6 minus 5 is 1. Bring down the rest of the equation. Then we're going to subtract 1 from both sides. Cancels it out. Bring down the inequality sign. 10 minus 1 equals 9. And bring down 3x. Then we're going to divide both sides by 3 to get the variable by itself. Cancels it out. X, 9 minus 3, 9 divided by 3 equals 3. X is greater than 3. Here's a very important tip to keep in mind when doing equations and inequalities. If you multiply or divide both sides by a negative number, you must flip the inequality sign. Here we have an example of negative 2x is greater than 8. Our first step is to divide both sides by negative 2. Negative 2 cancels it out. Negative 2. And since we divided both sides by a negative, we're going to bring down the sign and flip it. 8 divided by negative 2 is negative 4. And bring down our variable. X is less than negative 4. As we wrap it up, let's try modeling inequalities. This means writing an inequality from a word problem. You need at least 50 points to win a prize. You already have 20 points. How many more points do you need? Well, if you know simple addition and subtraction, you know that 50 minus 20 equals 30. But if we're using inequalities, we have to set up an equation. 20 plus p for points is greater than or equal to 50. We already have 20 points plus the other points we need has to be greater than or equal to the 50 points we need to get a prize. So we're going to subtract 20 from both sides. Bring down the inequality. 50 minus 20 equals 30. And p is, of course, greater or equal to 30 points. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Please like and subscribe and tune in next time on Member Math. Bye!